Sharfen, ski, with Hanayun. Whoever, two in a row.
Hello, I am Lynslo of the LynzloByChoice channel here on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by today. This is for a found family's apartment in San Myshuno. This is at 930 Bonita Studios, and it ends up having 5 bedrooms and 3 baths, a full kitchen. It could be an additional bedroom because I do end up adding a small space that I believe this family uses a lot, and I am so excited to show it to you. So if you want to stick around, go ahead, grab everything you need, and let's get into the details of this. We've already made the layout for this home. So as soon as you walk in, you have a family space into each side of the apartment. You have bedrooms and bathrooms and that extra space. Now, if you don't know, a found family or a chosen family is just a family you get to pick. This is people who love you for you, and this is what I wanted to celebrate. It is June, so it is Pride Month, and I feel like this is a great month to kind of highlight this kind of family because all families look different depending on who you are and where you are in your life. So this is a chosen family or found family's apartment, and I just love the way it turns out. I love going for industrial type apartments using brick walls as accents, and then I use a lot of the things from the loft kit, and that's where we get the vents at the top. And then I love the flooring. This is actually one of the times where I used flooring and wallpaper first, and then I went about and changed it depending on, the rooms that I'm in and things like that. But we are moving right into one of the first rooms that I start doing. It's not really a room because it is an open floor plan here, but I do like this kitchen, and I end up using a lot of bright colors here, one being yellow and the other being orange. There is a few others, but those are the main ones, and I absolutely love open shelving, and I had to use that here. I love being able to do different things in my builds, and so for this one I tried to do a few things differently. I wanted to add an island. I never ever really use the long cabinet, but I wanted to use that, and I feel like it looked perfect right next to the refrigerator. I end up using the stand mixer. We end up having a waffle maker, and I love being able to have a lot of space for our Sims to be able to sit. If it's one thing Sims are going to do, it's just find a seat, that and wash the dishes in the bathroom. But since you're able to change the function of a sink, I think that that's been helpful because I haven't really even seen my Sims wash the dishes in the bathroom unless I haven't, set the sink to be a bathroom sink or a kitchen sink or something like that. But I love being able to add a bunch of appliances, so we end up having a microwave, the stand mixer and waffle like I mentioned, and then we also have the tea maker. I love being able to add plates. Like, the open shelving really makes this seem like, oh, people actually live here. And so I needed to add those things. I end up adding these 2 storage decorations, and I actually have never really used it. It came with Dream Home Decorator, and it comes in a lot of great swatches, the same swatches that most of the Dream Home Decorator things come in, but I used the dark one, and I feel like it was a nice contrast because we see a lot of light, bright colors here, and I wanted to actually add a little variety, and so I do mix a lot of wood tones. I add a lot of different colors in here, and I think that's not because of the kind of family, but because they just love decorations. They love being able to put bits and pieces of their family throughout the home, and maybe one of the family members loves muted tones and other family members love bright, vibrant tones, and so you see a mixture of those throughout this home, but really in that main area because you have a bright kitchen, and then you walk in to like the dining space and the living space, and you see it kind of tones down. One cool thing that I like about this build is that I was able to section out different spaces based on color. So the kitchen kitchen, we see, you know, reds and things like that. But then when we go into the living space, it's blue and orange. But then the dining space, as you can see in this corner right here, it's green. And although it's a little faded, it's still very colorful and it still goes with the theme of the home, in my opinion. And to be honest, I kind of feel like I've used these paintings before, but I did get them off the gallery. It's really amazing. I wish I knew how to do those kind of things, but I really just don't. So I ended up adding those paintings. I add a few more things of paintings that are kind of like hanging on the wall, and then some decorations throughout this bookshelf. I love it that the books are actually colorful. It goes exactly with the theme, and I think it's not too much, even though in some cases I don't like using more of the same bookshelves, because you can see like you can't really change the books on them, and it's very rare that you have books that are the same colors in other shelves. Like, it just isn't really realistic. But for this one, I think realism was a part of my plan, but it wasn't the end all be all. So I figured this was a better time than any to really just explore my colorful side, especially because I created a family to go with this. Yes, I actually created a family, and that's the family that you saw in the beginning of the video. And it's actually a total of 7 family members. We have 2 children, 2 teenagers, and then we have one of their aunts there, and then, you know, the parents. In most cases, I don't need a family to create the home, but I wanted to have a family in this one, and it was perfect because I was able to think a little bit more about the rooms and what this extra room could be, which ended up being a music room. Earlier in the video, you could see I placed some of the walls that we got from the Eco Lifestyle, and it came in these fun, vibrant colors, and so I used those, and then also some modular furniture that we got from Dream Home Decorator. I put some mirrors behind there. Those 2 seats that you see right there, those cube seats, we actually got those from Get to Work. I add a karaoke machine, I add a microphone, and then we have this piano, a nice looking end table, and then I put some glasses there in this fun light or lantern. And I just think it just is amazing space for, you know, creativity. I've actually never created a music room in any of my builds, and so this is the first. And then I move right into the children's room, and this is a blue lagoon room. Like, it's so blue. So I think these children actually met in foster home and became very close. And so when this family wanted to adopt more children, they found these 2 and they were like, they're instantly a part of the family. So here we are. We have 2 children in this room. One is a creative, and I think the other one is like more into actually academics and, you know, science and things like that. I end up placing a science lab out there, and we'll see later on in this video, but this is a very fun and usable space for children. There are 2 different sides, and you can see I'm placing all these books and posters and things on one side, and then you have more creative things, and then we have the void critter machine right in the middle, and I think that's really fun. So then we go right into this next one, and this is for a teenager, and I think they're very athletic. There's a punching bag in here. They end up adding a seat for meditation. We have a modern vanity set. Like, it's just really amazing, and I love that this is one of the apartments that have the double brick wall. Like, that just adds more character to it, and I think I had a little bit more fun decorating this because I did have so much to work off of. I end up using these 2 things that we got from the high school years expansion pack, including the bed. So I end up using the bed, the end table, and of 2 of the standing wardrobes. I feel like the vanity was really like the point for me. As soon as I put in the vanity, I was like, this is the perfect room. I don't think I want to change anything. And then I added a few more things of decoration that really just like solidified that this is an amazing room for me. I actually created The Sims after I created the room, but I already had it in my mind. And so when I went to a venue that I had set up to create photos for the photo wall that you'll see in the screenshots, I just knew that this home fit perfectly with The Sims. And I really hope that you see all the effort I put in those photos. If you want to see it, I actually created a community post, and if you just check the date at the time that I post this and then like the community post, you'll see it, and you can like zoom in and see how cute the photos are. I really took my time on that, just as I'm taking my time on creating this room. As we move into bedroom number 3, just a few things about this one. I love this door. I think I used it in one of my most recent apartment builds, and I did it for a party animal, and I love that there are so many different paintings and different swatches for that. So I ended up going with the one that had brown and green and things like that, and so you can see these beautiful pictures up on the wall. I can't believe I found them. They were exactly what I was looking for on the gallery because I thought that this sim was like a fashion designer or a style influencer or something similar to that. I added some decorations that we got from the Dream Home Decorator game pack, and then I used these beautiful curtains from the Paranormal Stuff pack. Like, this just gave creative space. I added tablets. Everything about this room just spoke to me, from the colors that I used, that yellow, brown, black, to even just the decorations I placed. I feel like I was very intentional about those things. Like this ottoman here, we have, productivity things on the desk, but we also have some fashionista things over there and accessories. And I feel like they gravitate from a lot of the things that they have to inspire, more styles and other articles of clothing, or maybe they go thrifting. I don't know, but I'm just gonna put down this rug here, and that is the end of this. And then we go into bedroom number 4, and this is for a gamer, and I love this. I had a little bit of a brain fart for a second with that other dresser, but then I ended up using this dresser and then 2 small dressers or storage bins because they're not counted as dressers in The Sims 4, but I used those, and we actually got those from the high school years expansion pack. And then I used some gaming things here. I end up using a TV and the gaming system instead of adding a computer, but I feel like a computer would really drive the gaming aspect home. So if you do want to change that, feel free to do that off the gallery. But then I add a little couch. We have a 2-seater couch. We have a nice looking end table. And then I wanted to add a standing mirror, but I end up opting to use the mirror that you attach to the wall. And that was just to save some space. I add some toiletry things and then a small rug, but this rug does end up looking a little big for the space. So if you want to downsize it, you can. And even now I'm realizing that it makes so much sense to use the tool mod. I just don't understand it that much. And I know like all I had to do is listen to a video on YouTube of somebody explaining it or read like how to use it, and then it would make sense, but I am so lazy. I can't even do that. But we are moving into the parents' room, and I know you can see that I am building so fast, and that is because I actually recorded this and the bathroom already, but it didn't take, so I just put everything in the inventory and put it back out. Sorry, I know I could have came up with a new idea, but I love this so much. It's green, gray, and black, and then they have their own bathroom. I use the trick so I can add a laptop here. We have a built-in closet, and then we're moving right into this bathroom. This is the bathroom that they use. It's black, white, and gray, and I was able to add in a separate tub and separate shower. I never get to use that wide of a tub, so I loved having the opportunity to do it now. And then we move to our second full bathroom. Ultimately, this will be used by the style influencer and the gamer, but I feel like this is a great bathroom to be used by any guests who come visit. It's very small. We end up having a blue tile moment and then some beautiful gallery photos. Now, a small thing, if you want to, you are more than welcome to add a half bath here. I just figured that it doesn't make enough sense for it to have another half bath, and I wanted space for our bonus room. We are finally moving into this last bathroom, and I end up having a full bath in here and some decorations, just a little bit to make it look like, this is for children and a teenager. After being completely lost on the space, I do end up adding one of our little furry friends that we got from the first pet stuff pack, and then I add a science kit. I feel like that is so cool, especially for one of the children. And then I end up adding the seating chair and a little end table because I needed some space to fill. So that is that. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. I love being able to interact with you guys, and I just want to say thank you for watching the video. I am so grateful to be able to build for you all and create a community where creativity is celebrated. I think there's something to say about having gratitude for at least the game being able to allow different families to be represented in The Sims. Please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell if you want to be notified when more of the videos that I have coming up are posted on the channel. I can't wait to see you in the next video, but don't worry, there are so many other videos you can watch in the meantime. I will see you later. Enjoy these screenshots. Bye.